Okay. And you had signed the agreement and you agreed, you pled guilty, and
Yes.
you agreed that if you didn't complete the diversion class, then we would enter a judgment of guilt. So that's where we are. So basically, you've got a $50 fine out of all this project, and don't go back to that incident location. How can you pay that $50? Do you want me to just say by September 1st, and you can make payments to city court until it's done?
Yes, please.
So let's do that. I'll do by September 1st. So that gives you all summer to come up with, oh, there's a $20 time payment fee. So $70, okay?
Mhm.
All right. That takes care of that. And then come back and do steps, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Out the door down the stairs.
Was that towards?
Yeah, I'm sorry. There, sitting down. Wrong way, man. There we go.
No. Hello.
What's your name, ma'am?
Yvette De La Garza?
All right, you're charged with domestic violence, criminal trespass, and aggravated domestic violence. Counsel looks like she's got a hold, and the state's asking for a $2,500 bond. Do you object to that?
Given the hold, we do not object.
Okay. Then I will appoint the public defender to represent Ms. De La Garza. No contact with Melissa De La Garza. No return to her residence. No alcohol or illegal drugs. No acts of domestic violence. $2,500 bond. Pretrial services if posted. May 22nd at 1:30 is the preliminary hearing.
Okay, thank you.
Those guys.
No.
What's your name, sir?
David Alexander Matheson Rosecrans.
All right, you're charged with aggravated domestic violence. And counsel, the state's asking for a $15,000 bond.
We're asking that you consider pretrial release for a much lower bond than requested. It looks like the victim will not remain at the residence. They would like contact and don't object to release. So there's no safety concerns from their end. He does have verified housing and employment. It looks like he doesn't have, or his last prior is from 2020. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag, and he's only scoring a 2 on the NCA, 3 on the FTA. So we're asking you to give him a chance on pretrial, otherwise a much lower bond.
Okay. Well, I am going to not agree with Ms. Lopez on this one. So I'm going to order no contact with her and no return to her residence, wherever she is living. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no guns. I will appoint the public defender. I'm going to hold Mr. Rosecrans on a $10,000 bond, pretrial services if posted, and the preliminary hearing will be May 22nd at 1:30.
Thanks.
Hello,
What's your name, ma'am?
Teresa Russell.
All right, Ms. Russell, you are charged with DUI with minors in the vehicle, ×2, possession of a dangerous drug, and drug paraphernalia. Mr. Hotchkiss, I'm thinking of releasing to pretrial. Did you want to be heard on your recommendation any further?
Your Honor, we would submit on what we've already provided. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I find that Miss Russell doesn't have any history of DUIs, no criminal history at all, at least that pretrial could find. So I am going to appoint the public defender to represent her. No, don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I am releasing you to pretrial services, so you need to report to them and your attorney, and you need to come back to court for your preliminary hearing on June 2nd at 1:30, or a warrant could issue for you. All right, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello,
What's your name?
Tamisha Taylor.
All right, Miss Taylor. You are charged with possession of a dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia from today, and you appear to be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS. It only requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug charges in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But the state's asking for a $2,500 bond, Mr. Hotchkiss, because
FTA history, Your Honor, first and foremost, also 4 prior felony convictions, but oh, and also she's on felony probation at the moment. So all things considered, she
Okay.
needs to have a little skin in the game, in our opinion. Thank you.
All right. What's the defense idea?
Judge, given the felony probation claim, I don't see that there's a hold at this point. However, we'd be asking for, if you are going to impose a bond, no more than $1,000.
That's what I just typed in, $1,000, because I think that, oops, not on the shoplift, hold on. I think that Mr. Hotchkiss is right about her failure to appear history. So I will appoint the legal defender's office, no alcohol or illegal drugs, $1,000 bond, pretrial services if posted. The STEPS hearing will be May 19th at 9 o'clock, and the preliminary hearing will be May 22nd at 1:30. Then Miss Taylor has some misdemeanors. She has a shoplifted out of justice court. I'll hold her on a $100 bond on that so she can get credit, and appoint Amanda Bynum to represent her. And that will be set for tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then she has a couple of city court cases. And that is a failure to appear on a drug paraphernalia in March and failure to appear on a drug paraphernalia in October of last year. I'm going to release you on those, and I am going to give you a city public defender so they can follow along with your felony. And I'm going to set it way out for July 18th. And that way, if they want to set it early, then your public defender can do that. Otherwise, they'll wait and see what happens with your felony and go from there. All right. So, and that is it, you all. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good evening.
Hey, Judge.